Hi, Philippa here from Be Green with challenge number 7. We are almost at the end of our 8-week challenge, and I thought that today I would talk about carbon reduction or greenhouse gases reduction, because as a green consultant I follow environmental news, and unfortunately some of the articles that I've been sharing lately are in regards to climate change, something that is really undeniable and that is happening. And we really need to start creating less and less carbon emissions in order to not find ourselves in a worse off situation. I'm not too sure, I'm not an expert, but according to what's happening, we can't exactly reverse climate change and the raising of the Earth's temperature, but we can prevent it from getting warmer by adopting greener habits every day. So I'm sitting under a tree waiting for my electric vehicle to charge at a public charging station, and I realized that this isn't something that is possible for everyone. But when we had a gasoline vehicle, there were some tips that I'm willing to share with you that helped to reduce the amount of emissions that we were creating. And that is to have your tires properly inflated and to have regular tune-ups, because if your car is in good driving condition, then there are less emissions created by the vehicle. Another thing too is that public transportation nowadays is really widespread. It's very easy to use. It saves you money, it saves you time stuck in traffic, it saves wear and tear on your vehicle. So, and of course, you know, oftentimes when we look at people traveling during rush hour, we see that there's one person per vehicle. So if you can perhaps initiate a carpooling system at work, maybe some people that you work with live close by, and you can all arrange to take turns taking your vehicle. Once each driver can use their vehicle for a week out of the month, if you're 4 people, and then that reduces your costs and your expenditures on gasoline, and it removes 3 cars from the road for 4 people to get to work. Another suggestion is something that my husband's been doing for nearly a decade now, is commute by bicycle. He takes his bike from April until November, sometimes as late as December. We live in a suburb of our city here in Montreal, and he commutes by bicycle for 6 to 7 months out of the year, sometimes longer. So that reduces greatly carbon emissions. And the other huge way that you can reduce your carbon emissions is by adopting either a vegetarian diet or a vegan diet. I'm neither, but we consume very little meat, and the meat that we do consume is organic, free-range raised animals that are not in factory farms where they literally cut down forests either to plant corn to feed the meat, which isn't their natural primary diet. They're supposed to be grazing on grass, and they create these huge factory farms with tons of cattle, create a lot of greenhouse gases with the methane that they emit out of their bodies. So if you can adopt either Meatless Monday or several nights a week where you focus on a vegetable-based diet, these are all tips that can help you to reduce your greenhouse gases. This is really important. This is something that we can no longer ignore. It's getting worse and worse every year, and somehow, not enough politicians, not enough countries are hopping on board. There was a climate agreement signed in Paris 3 years ago, and there hasn't been much done, to be quite honest with you. So, you know, a lot of politicians just speak the words but don't put enough emphasis on action. It's up to us, the people, to take action, and it's doable. We can do it. I've done it. If I could do it, you could do it too. So thanks for joining me for this week's challenge. As always, please share what you plan on doing in the comments below, or any challenges that you encounter trying to do this challenge. I'm here to help. So thanks for joining me, and I shall see you next week. Bye.